Same thing really basically happened with Diddy. Every time somebody get that far, and it comes back to what I'm saying, man. If you bring that street attitude to, listen.
So do you think Suge should have been testified against Diddy?
Suge ain't going. Do I think he should have?
Yeah.
Well,
Or do you think the defense?
Right,
do you think the defense, or do you think that the plaintiffs should have?
No, Suge should mind his business like Diddy mind his business with him. That's period. He didn't get in there, and I know P. Diddy knew a lot of things Suge did. He never got into his situation with Suge. Went to court. Remember when they was going to court?
All right, so I'll phrase it a little bit better. All right, do you think that Puff is going to go down by himself?
But to answer Faye's question, Diddy knew what he was getting involved in. They all knew what they was getting involved in.
But I don't believe that. I believe that they got in not knowing what the result was.
But Diddy, right?
The drugs and
Diddy was part
power.
of all these allegations from back with Tupac, back with Biggie and all that. Biggie should have known. I mean, P. Diddy should have known that this thing was coming. He should have left with Russell Simmons. All of them should have left with Russell.
The thing I don't understand is what he was running the marathon. So when did all his drugs come into play?
Yo, all this shit that they did.
You running a marathon?
Sean Combs ran a marathon.
Yeah,
So what?
You can't run no marathon on drug use.
You kidding me?
No, 26 miles.
Yo.
You know how long 26 miles is?
Man,
Wait. It depends what kind of drugs you're talking about.
Right. Because if
Okay, or no weed, cocaine, all these drugs that he was doing. No, you cannot run no marathon. All that stuff.
I think that's not
really
true.
seen
Yo.
John
I think
How
if
about
you
this?
get
How
that,
about
if
he
you get
wasn't-
that, I think if
But
you
you
get
never
that
really
raw
seen
cocaine,
Yeah,
you
you
can run 50
You
miles.
can't train for it. Think about it. If you're addicted to drugs, you're doing drugs every day. You can't run no marathon.
He probably had just
wait a
came
minute,
out
why
of
do you-
rehab.
No,
If you're doing drugs every day, you can't run a. Show me a drug addict running a marathon.
Yo, listen.
Show it in real life. It doesn't exist. Because you're not doing drugs for one day. You're doing drugs every day. You're addicts.
Listen. You got to really think about it. How many baseball players, basketball
Those are
players?
sport drugs. I'm not talking about that.
No,
I'm talking about street drugs.
Yo, what's the dude, Strawberry? That old Strawberry, remember they caught
He's not running a marathon.
But he's playing sports every.
But he's not running a marathon is different.
Okay,
And he
when
had a
did
good
he run
place.
When did he?
He beat like 11,000 people or something like that. Or he beat thousands of people. He didn't come in last.
When did he run the marathon?
Like in the early millennium, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was the early millennium.
Probably just came out of rehab, remember?
Or maybe he wasn't on drugs
That's what
until
I'm saying.
later.
He probably was.
Because he ran a
While,
marathon.
while he was training, he wasn't on no drugs.
He probably was the time when.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. When do
you
all
look
these
at
drugs
Diddy-
come into play?
But because what about when he finished the marathon? If that nigga had a whole pound of fucking coke in his fucking hotel room.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
that
I don't
pink
know.
Stuff, that's that stuff that
The
hit
synthetic
you,
shit,
and
yo.
you be running for about 8 days straight.
So let me ask you
That's what I'm
something.
saying, yo. He don't know.
I know. As far as running, don't you know they touch each borough? They run from the Bronx, they touch each borough.
Okay.
That's a long way to run. We're not talking about walking, we're talking about running. You got to train for that. You can't just pick up anybody and do that type of shit. That's serious. And he beat a lot of people. He didn't come in
But
last.
this is my whole thing with that, all right? You're saying it as if, like, okay, there's such thing as abusing drugs, and there's such thing as just taking drugs, right? So, from my experience, I know a lot of people that do incredible shit from doing drugs.
They functional.
They're functional.
But
right?
they sitting behind a desk.
Right. No,
or they doing
no,
something
no, no.
simple. They're not running.
I know
from
physical.
marathon.
I know physical boxers. I know. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know Mitch Green was one.
Mitch Green continued his taunts, standing by his story that Tyson attacked him, still searching for a rematch.
And I'm thinking maybe Mitch Green was on his block trying to intimidate something, maybe, I don't know.
Yo, but that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example, man. He went through some things, brother. And when he was fought Tyson, he was doing all kinds of shit, yo.
But even then, a boxer, you understand, boxer usually run
10
5
rounds?
or 6.
You ever did 10 rounds?
Listen.
Three
Not
minutes?
10, but I did. Listen.
Okay.
Listen
I
to what
did
I'm
10
saying.
and 12
Listen
rounds.
to what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Even a boxer only runs about 5, 6 miles a day. Max. That's not 26 miles.
That's not true.
Boxers don't run 26 miles, FaZe. They don't.
I'm not saying 26 miles.
That's how long a marathon. That's a long run.
But you got to understand, that's one day.
Okay, then. You got to train for that one. You got to train hella hard for that one.
Imagine.
And hella long.
Yo, and this is no joke. I'm not going to say who, whoever, but I know somebody that used to run from 233rd to 103rd Street and back. Alright? And I know that you can't say, and they were smoking crack. Alright?
They wasn't running.
They were
running and walking, running and walking.
Listen.
Running and walking.
Listen.
Come on.
You ever seen a crackhead that know that the only spot they could get the $3 shit is down there? And if they somebody else get that shit,
they running and walking.
Motherfuckers is like this.
They running and walking.
They
running and walking.
Yo. I'm telling you, you don't, man.
I want to ask y'all. I want to ask y'all a question.
This is no joke. The nigga from 233rd, and we was like, I know this motherfucker. The nigga had the shit in his hand. And the nigga was